still, and you can't see nobody else. I'm not the only one who feels the switch inside my body change. Oh, I just want you to myself. You to myself. When we go out, we don't get far, 'cause everybody knows your name. They stop to ask you how you are, but now our dinner plans run late, and I know your mother raised you right, so I don't you rise, and now and then can't help but wish this life was just the two of us. Oh, I just want you to myself. 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 You call to say that you will make it over to my place tonight. The office got you working late, and when you're off you'll be too tired. I don't wanna make a scene. You're just so good at what you do. It's selfish of me to think you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. Just want you to myself. sunshine and not a lot of rain. A whole lot of happy and not a single tear on my face. Pockets overflowing with what I need today. Doesn't mean that it's easy, and it isn't always great, but it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Picture isn't perfect, the road ain't always straight. It gets a little crazy, and you know sometimes we need a break. But it's better than it could be. It should be. Taking what we're given, we can't complain, 'cause it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. It's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, sometimes it's gonna rain, but I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a perfect picture, mister. You know that's true. But it ain't about what you say, it's about what you do.
Good. Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good.
Life is going like it should.
Life is going. Life is going
Yeah,
like it
it's all
should.
good. It's all good. When you know where to look,
Gotta know, gotta know, gotta know.
it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Good. It's all good.
What's up, guys? Welcome to ILG Cup Season 3 PUBG Mobile Minor number 14. It is day 2. We have 4 matches lined up for you. Groups E, F, G, and H of the qualifier. Let's have a look at the flight path. It's going to be east to west, starting from Milta Power all the way through hospital, south of hospital and out. Should give most of the popular places a lot of traffic from these squads. I see a couple of them, and actually 3 squads heading towards Yathnaya. It's been pretty popular of late. A lot of early skirmishes in and around that area. Late drops. Anyone heading towards Giorgio? Yeah, there we go. The last few ones jumping off towards south. George, maybe north if they're looking for an early rotation out, but does look like we'll have 2 squads dropping in and around school. One towards apartments, the other towards school itself. A decent amount of squads spread around Farm Milta. These guys looking to pick up the vehicles and head on down to Military Island by the looks of things. EXC. These guys were finalists from last week. Looks like they're going to have another crack at it here in this minor as well. Surprisingly, I don't see any squad heading towards containers. The very surprising trend. The entire group is head towards north. They're desperately trying to avoid each other on their way inside, and it's gonna make for a pretty interesting early game scenario. A lot of squads in this area. 3 pretty much in touching distance. Zorro gets shot down pretty hard at the start. Lucky for him, he's got decent amount of cover inside, backup from his teammates, and ACX this early probably don't want to move out and take this risky fight indeed, especially when there is a threat of Helix as well in this area. There's metal across the street, so that's the 4th squad that has come in towards North George. And meanwhile, on the other side of the bridge, there's absolutely no one. So some of these squads might just look to pick up vehicles. I don't see any available though. So Rotation out of North George is going to be a little tricky. Looking at the rest of the map, North George still has two more squads rather, all the way towards the eastern edge. And that might force some engages as well. For now, I do have Ikagra making his way in. And yeah, eventually these squads are just going to get starved of loot, and they're going to have to move out into the open, venture out a little bit to continue progressing in terms of items, but it's going to leave them pretty vulnerable, especially when you're crossing around the streets. There's a lot of buildings here, a lot of windows, a lot of angles that you can get pinched from. Yep, so that is North George. Cluster hell, so to speak. Let's move on over to Yasnaya Poliana. I have squads 18 and 11 here. Feud Scary is moving around very dangerously indeed. There's just so many squads around him in this area. And they might just have been able to spot him here. There's a Scary, Professor, Drax. All of them making their way in. Satan, Rebel, Zaref all the way at the back. All right. Looks like we're getting some action here at North George. Eventually, one of the players from Helix has snuck up onto Team K9. Need to be careful here. Chandu can get shot from behind, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Simple unleashes a few shots in and is going to force him inside the building where Hawk is straight up above. He's gone up and the chase will come in. Hawk should have heard this. He's heard the player outside. He's going to go for the spray with the AK. Nicely done. And meanwhile, there we go. Does get the job done. Hunt inside. Shoot. Looks like a couple of players are very low. In fact, PBP ends up getting knocked first, and Hawk providing some cover. K9 ends up losing Rishav. He's knocked on the far side. Where is his teammates? Where's the backup? I don't see. There's one player on the other side, that is Trigo. He's got a long way to come back if he is to pick up Rishav. So I think this is pretty much going to be it. Trigo is probably thinking it's a very risky move, almost suicidal at this point of time, but being on his own, chances are there's a almost next to no chance of them qualifying through, because only the top 4 qualify from the 20 squads in the server. Helix falling behind one round. They've picked themselves up 3 kills, and Hawk, it's going to be tricky trying to get him out as well. He's the last man out, and squad number 5, fortunately for them, they're not in a position to get the immediate trade. They're all the way at the back. A lot of distance to cover for Metal before they do get a line of sight onto the players from squad number 24. But Ekagra seems to have an idea that this might be happening. He comes out, he sees a couple of players as well up outside. In fact, Night OP, it's going to be shooting grounds. Hawk, 2 shots, is going to go down. Tap, tap, tap. There you go. He's going to find the first. He might be able to get Night OP as well. Oh, yes, the last shot from Ekagra finds both, and now Metal can push through. Where's backup here? Ekagra wants to move on. He spots the player out. He just sees a small pixel. The entirety of squad number 5 coming through. Smokes deployed as well, but these smokes do absolutely nothing for cover. Rez is coming out. Hawk is already Rez back up. Zeus ends up going down, but Khan inside is taking a lot of damage. Coming back out is completely not spotted out. He's thrown back around. Khan 180 in time, and it's all down to PBB. Last man alive, and he gets cleaned up by, I believe that is Ekagra. It is indeed squad number 5. They do end up losing Zeus, but they get the 4 kills in the bag, and they will continue to march on as the zone does begin to close. I see a double flare drop all the way at Novo, Og, and another one that has just gone down. See if that has another as well. Mark 14 M249 with the 4X. All right. So the entire array of weaponry going down. Decent spread. There's a pretty big clutter up at north. A lot of squads pinched in. Shubham, if you've been kicked outside, it's because your ID is not registered. Only the registered players with that exact matching character IDs are allowed to play. So if you did get kicked, chances are your ID wasn't registered in the first place. So next time when you do register, ensure that you get your details right. If not, yep, you're not going to be allowed to participate, man. It's as simple as that. This is not one, there's multiple admins who are verifying this, so chances are your details are not right. Trigo, shot from above, EXC, getting a bridge cam going. They do probably blow up the vehicle here, but Trigo is already long gone. And swimming to the other side, actually going towards Military Island. There's going to be a lot of bridge camp that will be in play here. This is moving south to a military circle. Shots being fired as squad number 18 being chased here. Spider on the bike. Oh, he's going to go down. That is big. There's another squad also on rotate here, squad number 20. So you probably don't want to hang around for too long here. And eventually end up getting third-partied, maybe even fourth-partied in EXC. To get themselves a knock onto LTCB. Squad number 20 gonna have to do one of their again. Hope for clutch. Long range, a couple of shots connecting through Sheriff. Are they gonna actually come back in hot to try and go for the res? I don't believe they will. Nah, he gets cleaned up there. And immediately you see them move back into the gas station, into a more defensive stance right there. Big clutter. Look at this. Squad 7, 23, 6, 20, 11, 15. Evil Fire. Along with Umair and Origin going hot. But look at the squad number 13. They just pulled up here onto the compound and immediately take a deviation across. They did come in a tad bit late there. Sensei might be able to exert some pressure as well from his end. But yeah, it's going to stay inside the buggy instead. A drop going down inside a military base, island rather. 8x with a Groza. So if you're already carrying a sniper rifle, it's a wonderful attachment, as well as having a Groza for close range. Squad 20, squad 6. This is pretty much set up for some long range duels. Squad 20 in a more defensive position. Ion. I think squad 23. This is where it is. Bindas Boyer gets knocked when he was on the buggy, and the King is gonna come down for that quick flush out. He's pretty much in no man's land there. Couldn't really work his way out of that predicament. Squad number 14. Let's keep our eyes on there. On their bikes, and it is 18 teams in this zone. So it's going to be pretty hectic inside. There's bound to be casualties. Thugonomics finds himself metal. Ekagra, in fact, taken away from the rest of his team, and Shiv's got a long way to come back. Luckily, Ekagra hasn't really been flushed out. Hold that thought though. Squad number 14 making this breach versus squad number 7. Things about to get heated up. Norse versus ACX. Super defensive position. One push here and they all end up lining up. But Thor looks exactly for that play. He's going to find himself one. He's going to move back across. Golden looking for the fight. But look at that crossfire setup. Dead shots there. The knocker Whitey unfortunately ends up going down. And Golden thirsts him down as well. Now it's res time. Dead shot coming through. Here's the play coming across. The 3 players all in play. Thor got resed up as well. And the push is coming through. Barely anything he can do. He takes the first one, but Athena with the trade. And does cost them knock a Whitey, but they pick up 3 kills. Continue to survive, at least for now. Let's move back over. Squad number 5. Medal Shiv has players that have just pulled up right next to him. Has gone prone. A little bit of damage onto the west, but he's keeping tabs. He can almost line them all up and pick him up one by one. All LTC's got to do is buy some cover from below. Just get some distraction going. And wait. Yeah, they're looking at the other way. In fact, Ferry gets knocked. But Shiv. Actually, LTC. I thought for a fact it was their teammate. No. Shiv is pretty much all on his own. He's got no backup. He's got absolutely nothing. And Beerus runs across and he spots the player out there. The peekaboo inside and Shiv is done for. Almost an ideal scenario there. Gets himself one isolated player, but he had to make that initial spray count. He had to secure the kills there, but not having done so is gonna cost them big time. And now Demonoid is dropped outside. It should be a quick cleanup. Nothing that Sharan Shah can do, at least for now. He's the last man alive here. He's lost 3 of his teammates and no vehicles. He's got a Kar 98. He's gonna have to hit some godlike shots here if he is to somehow make his way out of this. Sharansh does find one knock. Looks like it's gonna continue to buy some time, heal back up, but yeah, this seems like it is just a matter of time before he gets picked out. There is the push coming through. Crichton, FTW moving across. Sharan's getting shot on the side. Every single pixel that he peeks out from, it's gonna be a hard punish across. You're gonna stay with this fight till the bitter end, but it does look like it's coming out soon. Squad number 8, pick up the Dacia. Where are they heading? 2 guys are heading in towards the far right, and the zone comes through, and there it is. Kill secured. He is down and out for the count. There's a drop coming inside military base. Ghillie suit AWM. Amazing. EXC should have full control on this. There's a bridge camp that is currently ongoing as B9 is looking to fall behind. And wow. OE is gonna get shot at here. There is Deadshot behind as well. I think he's putting on some pressure onto OE. There's a lot of players down. And LTC comes in hard! They're gonna get screamed at the corner! And Razor is just gonna have to jump back off on another player. And they can't do absolutely anything here, but they're at the mercy of the players who are above. Crucifer somehow survives. And the smoke's going off the 2 players straight up ahead. He's gonna get the first aid off. He knows OE. He's gonna pre-fire across as well. A lot of damage done in as they go for the reses out. Raise for FTW comes across and beautifully done. Will find himself the knock and the immediate flush across. Maybe there is even time to pick up more players. Yeah, they will lose only the 1. There's Razor going in for the swim, but he's gonna make it to shore first. And turn across. There's another player on your right. It's a player on your right. Right there, devil. He hasn't seen him. And yep, this is just the biggest mistake ever. Razor, I'm not sure how he's not seen this in the Asura from long range. Wait, was that Asura? Nah, this is the one. He's trying to snipe him from long range. Spots Devil as well. Trying to tap away, 1 tap with the M4. MP5 Devil. Spotted out there is B9 as well. Asura does get the first flush out, and players are slowly swimming their way back in. And Asura spots this, and Dante gets cleaned up one by one. He's picking him off, and he spotted out Raid FTW as well. Zone's pushing through, smoke's just about going out. And there's a window to be exploited. There you go. Zaid is in trouble as well. Latecomers galore here. One by one. Osiris! Another one picked up. Crichton's down as well on the bridge. And EXE. Hard gatekeep on the last players making their way across. This should be another cleanup. Zaid FTW is suddenly found himself being the last man alive here for OE. That is pretty rough indeed. And the zone, at least for now, has come to a halt, but he is stuck in no man's land. There's very little for him to do. There's still 12 squads remaining, so the 6 kills are not going to be enough to take them through. He's going to have to survive through to at least a top 4, top 3 situation to try and qualify through to the... Oh, look at this, Asura is coming across, he spots the player out, and he kills out, he's going for the big man fights the dance begins, but he can't clean up Asura after such wonderful plays. There goes for a pretty risky fishing expedition, and it's gonna be a Zaid who comes out on top. Holy moly, and meanwhile another fight happening. Hapsy Spider taking this fight on squad number 6 is Zaref, Rebel, both charging through. Coming for the big flank across. They have Satan on one side, this guy on the other. And his door opens up, they just walk in. Easy. Stark, who's also down at the window. IM is basically everywhere right now, and 11 squads remaining. Many more to go down real soon. Iconic is down as well, as backup coming in from Sensei, but EXE maybe in some trouble here. They've got one of the players knocked down. B9 is decently low, and it's all down to Sensei alone for Ion to try and make something happen here. It's a 3v1 situation. Zaid does eventually end up going down, and that's his squad eliminated in 11th position for Team OE. Sensei, are they committing? No. Surprisingly not. They're not too worried about Sensei here. Not sure if they know if it's the last remaining player from Ion. I probably expect more backup, but I am come up, and they're getting shot from here as well from the side. They're getting third-partied from on top of the opposite hill. And luckily, they've got a few smokes out to get the reses out. EXE is going to have to spend some time getting some reses out themselves, while squad number 23 goes on a hunt from the opposite side. Evil Fire gonna pick up another knock, and meanwhile, while all of this is happening, Sensei's remaining a ninja. Absolutely no noise made, and squad number 11's done. They just about pulled up above, but EXE manages to survive through all of this. 16 players, 8 squads remaining. Most of the squads crippled down to the last remaining player, 2 remaining players. But this is not looking good for most of the squads in play. They've barely got the number. Squad number 23, what's happening with these guys? They've got 1 kill. They've lost one of their players. It was in fact Evil Fire who picked up the kill from earlier. Thugonomics is the last remaining player for LTC. I own. Seems like they're getting into a fight. Sensei with the dance across here with B9. What's happening? The left and right, left and right, left and right. He's still getting the job done. He's one more bullet here from the side onto B9. They get it. No, he's gonna go prone as well. Not enough. There was Cade holding in the fire from the other side, but now K2S is also going to try and third party into this. The nade across is going to connect onto Zorro. I don't believe it will. It does not make its way towards the other side of the range. With the zone pushing through, they're going to have to reposition back out. Looks like Blaze OP has been spotted here by Zorro, who has himself an AWM. The players on the opposite side, squad 23, trying to make their way down, taking a lot of damage on transit as they make their way here. Thugonomics is alone. He spotted the players just go driving straight past him, and they've stopped here as well. Thugonomics still doesn't get a single shot off. He's just holding his ground, biding his time. And squad number 23 might just straight up walk into EXC instead and take that fight. They are on the other side. They are backs against the blue zone, so it's a little more easier to take this fight here. Thugonomics finds himself a pick off in the meantime. He's just crouching out in the middle of absolutely nowhere. And he's still getting the job done. There's a smoke drop, and he's going to silently walk inside the smoke. Meanwhile, Evil Fire is going to end up getting pinched here by B9, and it should be the clean up there, right there. The full flush out, and we're down to the top 5 squads. We still have EXC who are 3 strong. Mars taking some shots at Coffin. Coffin's gonna go down to Zorro. Yeah, there's way too many angles that you gotta worry about here. 5 squads, 3v1, we won. Wait, that can be right. Yeah, it is, in fact. It is a 1v1 versus 3. It's gonna be EXC's turn, probably to secure a chicken dinner and a semi-final berth in style. Semi-finals happening tomorrow, 4 rounds. Synergy Gaming were winners, yeah. They have already qualified, and Badmash finds a knock onto Cade. This is big. And the zone's pushing in as well. Mars, I don't... Can they get it time? I think Cade's done for. He's trying to crawl over to, but B9, as soon as he stands up, he's done for. Cade's gonna go down. This makes things a little more interesting. 1v1v2. Badmash going for the heal battle. How long can he keep at this from the outside? He's out of first aid. He's got a med kit, but he won't be able to get a med kit off at this point of time. Bye-bye. See you in the next live. And Thugonomics gets taken down by B9, and that's going to bring this down to a 2v1. He's probably going to spend some time healing up as well onto Mars. There is decent amount of time. Zorro's coming up. And Zorro, ooh, gets himself the first knock, and Mars is there. He's spotting Mars. Mars is on 1 HP only. He needs 1 bullet, and he's going to win it. Woohoo! Nicely done indeed by K2S there at the end. 10 kill chicken dinner. Sneak it away from EXC, who did have 3 players still at the very end. But unfortunately, a couple of lost duels came down to a 1v1 there at the end, unable to close it out. So still, regardless, they still make their way towards the semi-finals. They've got a big kill haul, 14 kills, 2nd place. LTC 3rd position with 5 kills and 2 kills on 4th position for UD5. We should take these 4 teams through to the semifinals tomorrow. Big shout out to the sponsors: title sponsor Alienware, powered by Logitech G. Associate sponsors Next Time Multimedia and Kaspersky. GPro partner Galax. In-ring partner Monster Energy. I'm Shades there. We'll take a quick break. We will be back in just a bit with more PUBG action coming your way, so don't go anywhere.
When you walk in the room, you're still, and you can't see nobody else. I'm not the only one who feels the switch inside my body change. Oh, I just want you to myself. Want you to myself. When we go out, we don't get far, 'cause everybody knows your name. They stop to ask you how you are, but now our dinner plans run late, and I know your mother raised you right, so I don't you rise, and now and then can't help but wish this life was just the two of us. Oh, I just want you to myself. 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 You called to say that you will make it over to my place tonight. The office got you working late, and when you're off, you'll be too tired. I don't wanna make a scene. You're just so good at what you do. It's selfish of me to think I'm the only drink for you. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself.
sunshine and not a lot of rain. A whole lot of happy and not a single tear on my face. Pockets overflowing with what I need today. Doesn't mean that it's easy, and it isn't always great, but it's all good. It's all good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second match of the day. This is Group F for ILG Cup Season 3 PUBG Mobile Minor number 14. I'm Shade Slayer, the caster for this game. Let's have a look at the flight path and how it's gonna look like. It's starting all the way from military base, pretty eastern oriented flight path, making its way through mansion and out. See a lot of teams heading towards Novo, Milta, Pochinki School as usual. Primosk is something that squads go to as well in a flight path such as this. Yasnaya Poliana is definitely going to see its fair share of people heading down. Lipovka does usually mean if there is a hard shift in the zone itself. People heading towards the perimeters, especially places like Kameshki, Milta, Power, Lipovka, often have to make rotations early, but I think that's a risk that's many people are willing to take. Could be a little tricky in lobbies that do have 19 squads like this one. Primarily because you're going to have to make your way through a lot of traffic before you do manage to get to the center zone, or even if you're playing edge, it's got a decent amount of distance that you need to cover. So things do eventually become pretty tricky. Let's head back over as you do see squads dropping down at Novo. I have Devyansh as well as Breaker down with Amitabh, while Ease 4 is going to make their way straight up towards containers. They were the first ones to drop. It's why you do see squad number 6 take a slight deviation across. Tommy on Sage. Level 3 helmet picked up as well. Very early down. Wave Hector. Right, IB Beast and team. Taking this fight versus squad number 13 here. It's got a couple of players from OE, Reflex and Sirius. And it does look like Lucifer was the first one to get taken down. God Killer. Does he have guns? Yes, he does. But it is Hector who gets the full flush out indeed. Maybe found an angle through the window there. How on earth does he manage to get that done? I have no idea, but nades galore. He's not even got a helmet or a vest. He's just winging this with nades. The thirst to fight early has gotten them that early kill as well, and the numbers advantage onto squad number 20. Reflex, Sirius also moves in to position. Looks like they're pretty hungry to take this fight here. Not sure about squad number 20 though. This might not be the fight for them. Unless they get a clear cut opening into this, I'd say you probably fall behind. There is the Dacia in play on the far side. Can maybe try and get there with some smokes and make your way out of apartments entirely. The zone does hard shift. The nightmares do become a reality. It's a hard shift towards the northwestern side. So all of these squads have got a long way to go to make their way into the zone. Squad number 6, one of the first ones out with the Dacia. They're done. They're going to make their move right now. It's a good time to move as well to prevent any sort of opportunities at bridge camp that might happen a little later. Hope you guys are enjoying the matches here today. And Beast with a wide peek across. That is a pretty big mistake there. And Gangster is going to go down as well as the need coming through. Knocks. Wow. And God Killer. He cleans up onto... does he get the kill? I think that nade ended up flushing out his own teammates. And God Killer's out of here. They try the need, but yeah, not the intended target. All right, looking at the zone, squad number 8 at the edge. Take a few shots, 5 a.m. a time that I have. The only time I get to see 5 a.m. is if I'm actually up till 5 a.m. Early riser by a long way. Someone who likes to camp and sleep till at least 8 a.m. in the morning. And so hold that thought as more fights happening. TDA getting into a fight versus squad number 16. I see a couple of knocks down. Hawkeye has gone prone, and Scully comes across, and he should be able to get the full flush out as well. He's going to make a quick do with the helmet. Squad 16, 2 more players coming by. From the other side, there's Frost OP here. Taking a shot up against the buggy, making his way across. There's 2 players there. He needs to get back to cover. Staying out in the open is going to be pretty risky. And Frost OP just about gets into cover. And there's 2 more players on the other side as well. As getting ready with the nade. Can he make it all the way across? That is primed pretty well. Oh, he does. The spray across, though, is good the second time around. And got themselves a lot of work, and the third knock coming through from Frost OP as well. And the squad is in a world of trouble. He's gonna make his way across and join his teammate here. Actually, they're trying and flush these 2 players out. Omkar was trying to run away. I don't think there's gonna be an opportunity there. They're gonna try and fire this down, but Omkar, as soon as the smoke blooms out, he's gonna have some cover in terms of the ridge that's here. Never mind, scratch that. Frost OP just too fast, and now Galax and SkullXY. Get into the vehicles, head on out to the hill on the opposite side. Rasna. Oh no, Rasna's in some trouble. 3 players are down, and the last man up is gonna get chased by Danos. It's coming through, and Da is gonna have to peek out, take this fight. He's getting ready with the gun, and Danos just goes prone. Keep shooting away, and that's that. Another squad bites the dust. Actually, the first squad to be eliminated from this match. Zone's getting pretty tight, and it does have the water in between, so things are definitely gonna be a lot more trickier. Squad number 15 comes to Watertown. It's already having some occupants here in squad number 5, WBE. Actually, Vibe spelled with a W. Squads 5 and 15. Already looking to take fight. And Scully does drop Legends Danish. Whew, I did not know that Legends were in this game. A squad that's been with the ILG for a long time now. They've been trying to qualify through to the online playoffs. They've met with mixed success, sometimes even making their way towards the grand finals, but they haven't really been able to make that final jump across. But Legends this time are in some trouble here versus squad number 21 as the push begins. Galax is only 2 strong though. Legends are, I believe, 3. So they do have the numbers advantage. Maybe an opening there. Quick pre-fires across to Galax. And Phoenix is gonna come. Galax takes a more defensive position. There is backup up above. Pops the foot out there. There's the spray across, and they've got the first. That was the big pickoff. And now Skull XY is just gonna get away and run. Or does he want to stay and fight? I believe he's got a good shot, and Abi, beautiful spray with the DP. He's probably going to try and secure this if you can find an opportunity. The PK shot will go for this though. Attempts it at least, but Legends are not going to let that happen. They're going to go for the res first. And Rapi is keeping tabs on this. Going to get into the buggy and leave. There he goes, Skull XY. He finds himself a window that allows him to disengage out of that fight, and he's going to take it. Okay then. 17 squads alive. I believe squad number 15 and 5 are in a dance. He's trying to peek through their Phantom. It's a neat little angle, an angle that I haven't seen being used as much before, but it does give Phantom eyes onto squad number 13, far away, and the zone continues to keep the water involved. Smack bang, but I think this is going to be a lot more southern oriented. So the squads who are at the northern part of the river are going to have to rotate down. DX, oh, there's a shot fired. Vehicle across dropped as well, and Deepu's just going to have to deboards off in the attempt to take this fight. He can't go prone, he can't secure the kill, and then he's going to have to fall back with the rest of his team here towards the houses. They continue to pressure up Team DX, who's pinned right now in the middle of nowhere. The smoke's dropped. They're going to make their way out, and RDOP ends up taking a couple of shots. He's just looking to get away from that line of fire. And with more smokes deployed, they should be able to. And Deepu finds a knock onto Cookie. Cookie's split away from the rest of his team, and they, yeah, unless they're going to get into the vehicle and come here on a rescue mission, he's done. Alright, Adi OP does get knocked, but his teammates are here to pick him up. As a small little ridge there, should be decent cover if they want to run back to the buggy and head out. Having lost already 2 players, I think that would be the ideal situation. Squad 14 also in a tussle versus squad number 10. As there is Nivian, who is driving straight in front of Sumit OP. A lot of trigger discipline. Sumitopi is pretty much down. Looks like there is a res being attempted by Pal. There's a lot of smokes down. Squad number 14. They get the knock across. Beat ends up going down in mass. Is gonna have to fall back for the pickup, but there's multiple fights brewing out. This is a fight that was eventually happening outside of Watertown. I did believe squad number 15 would take a fight there. They've rotated a little bit out, but over here we have IFM pretty much pinned inside this house. ZXD have got a couple of angles on them, so and Dragon is holding for the retreat. The vehicle's in trouble as well, so yeah, there goes the opportunity of probably driving out of here. This is a horrible situation to be in if you're IFM. And the nades just do so much work. Abhi is low, Phoenix is low, but squad 7 might be providing some distraction. Squad number 18 also driving by. As DX, one of the players from squad number 18, somehow ends up there. ZXD still continue to pin down IFM. 2 players who've been healing up inside. They haven't really hard committed to this fight. Vibe, they've got eyes on squad 7 on top of the hill. Squad 23 making their drive by. Vibe does eventually take down Reflex. But ooh, look at this players. Makes his way in, and there are 2 players inside. Abhi, can he win this fight? Yes, he will. He wins the first knock. But the trade across does come through. Squad number 23, 3 players are down. 15's coming out as well. There is Tito keeping eyes on this. They're going to charge in. They're inside in the corner. That's the wipe. Meanwhile, Reflex, Tito. How long can he hold? Not too long. Wow, cleans up. And meanwhile, Vibe sees all of this going down. They know squad number 15 is reeling. They know they're hurt, and this is the opportunity to move in for the slam dunk. It's now or never. And there's a cleanup. Goal pool wins that fight eventually, and we're down to the top 8 squads. Quick look at the zone and where the teams currently are. Squad 17, 6 and 24 are yet to make their way into the zone. East 4 down one of the players. They are slowly creeping in. And look like they have found the knock onto AK Dop. Nade. Make that nades, in fact, coming through. There's a lot of smoke cover inside, preventing a straight up push from coming through. All the way at the back, they will get the reses out. Nades coming through, but look at the angle of approach. I like this. 2 players coming in from the flank. AK Dop. Don't believe he knows something like this is happening, and the nades, the barrage of nades, nade after nade after nade coming through will find the knock eventually, and Deepu is going to look to punish. Vibe comes through. Vibe is down. Sage gonna make his way inside, trying to find an opening here. I do have AK Dop, who's the lone inside there, inside the buildings. Crims will probably go for the breach first. 5 of them will have some time to decide if they want to hang around and fight from there or jump out of the balcony and take a fight outside. Whew. Big whiff on the nade, but it's okay. There's the window to push. Tabi. Tabi? Yeah, he's gonna go up. Tabi's up on the roof, and let's see, he should be able to see Sage and go for this punish here. He does. Unfortunately, a big window of opportunity. Crims does go to okay. Finally, they find themselves 2 knocks. And Sage is also done for. You get the full 5-man wipe. Meanwhile, Divyansh ends up taking a fall. Amitabh with the smokes already down. Picking this player up. 5 AM though. Immediately ready for the fight. So 1M gets a trade in onto the first player. Can't really go for the flush out just yet. Wamp survives through, and I think he's going to move in for the reses. Yep, there we go. 3 squads remaining, 12 players. So it is a full 4v4v4. A few players are not in the best of shapes, but I guess they'll get the job done. Who Amitabh's knocked. He's trying to push up to this ridge to get some cover. Nades. Do they have any on the side of 5 AM? 1 nade across is pretty much going to clean up every single one. They're all in such a small clutter here, but 5 of them did have to use a lot of nades to try and hold this compound during that last fight, and which pretty much means the window of opportunity comes closing in. 5 AM, 1-for-1 trade. And all this time, TP, there is going to be silent spectators at this. No one's really commenting in on this at all from Squad 7. Wamp. Just keeping an eye on the eastern side to see if anybody gets a little interested from Squad number 7, and there the vehicle gets blown up. Wamp SV luckily manages to get to some cover. 5 a.m. get out of the building. And they somehow manage to hold on to their lives with 3. The vehicle just barely keeping V9 alive. There's decent amount of smokes as well, but he needs to stop right now and he's gonna get flushed down. He's knocked and this is gonna be pretty hard to get anything done. There is shots though coming towards He's AK dope and he wins that first duel. Gets straight back into cover, but the trade is good from V9. Res for res to be traded out soon, but oh no! Breaker also takes the fight. Got a little greedy there at the end, but there is one player at the edge for Eminem. 2 players, in fact, who will get the flush out as well. And they know Squad 7 is pinned in. I think Squad 6 is in such a better spot right now. Squad 7 undercover. TP Beast goes down and he is going to get cleaned up. And the rest of squad number 7 need to move out into the open. There you go. They're just going down one by one. And Amitabh is going to ensure... In fact, it's going to be AK Dop that ensures the kills. Smokes down. Both players, they're not even going for the res. Amitabh is just charging straight up. He spots the first player out. V9, can he get the kill? No, but the trade. Switch and bait coming in from AK Dog. Finds him one. Botzo will find the one, and V9 is down to about 1 HP. 1v1. Can he get the kill? Can he hold on? He's just going to continue to pre-fire away, but the zone's coming in. The zone touches him, and he's going to be done at the end. Very close indeed, but will be Eminem taking the chicken dinner. 4 kills. First position, 5 a.m. with 6 kills in second, 6, 8, 9 kills to TP in third, and 7 kills to Shady, Sirius, Reflex, and Hector in fourth position. These will be the top 4 teams qualifying through to the semi-finals tomorrow. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back shortly with the scorecard, and then Group G and H matches lined up for you to see who will be completing up that semi-final lineup for tomorrow. So don't go anywhere.
When you walk in the room, it's still, and you can't see nobody else. I'm not the only one who feels that switch inside my body change. Oh, I just want you to myself. Just want you to myself. When we go out, we don't get far, 'cause everybody knows your name. They stop to ask you how you are, but now our dinner plans run late, and I know your mother raised you right, so I don't wanna make you rush, and now and then can't help but wish this life was just the two of us. Oh, I just want you to myself. 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 You called to say that you will make it over to my place tonight. The office got you working late, and when you're off, you'll be too tired. I don't wanna make a scene. You're just so good at what you do. It's selfish of me to think that I'm the only dream for you. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself.
happy and not a single tear on my face. Pockets overflowing with what I need today. Doesn't mean that it's easy, and it isn't always great, but it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Isn't perfect, the road ain't always straight. It gets a little crazy, and you know sometimes we need a break. But it's better than it could be. It should be. Taking what we're given, we can't complain, 'cause it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. It's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, sometimes it's gonna rain, but I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a perfect picture, mister. You know that's true. But it ain't about what you say, it's about what you do.
Good. Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good.
Life is going like it should.
Life is going. Life is going
Yeah,
like it
it's
should.
all good. It's all good. When you know where to look,
Gotta know, gotta know, gotta
it's
know.
all good. It's all good. It's all good. Good. It's all good. Life is going like it should.
Life is going like it
It's
should.
all good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the third game of the day for ILG Cup Season 3 PUBG Mobile Minor number 14. I'm Shadeslear, and I'll be your caster for this game. We have squads 18 in number going down here in Group G. Let's move on over to Novo. I see a lot of traffic at military base as well as Novo Point. So I'm guessing that had something to do with the initial flight path bringing them here. Squads 14 and 8. Have taken different paths here. Squad 8 having moved all the way to the outer areas, and Zarki is gonna see some bloodshed early, and squad number 9 gonna walk away alive from that. And military base also has squad Void that has dropped here as well. And squads 14 and 8 start off the duel here, and squad number 24, I believe there's Nidhi here who's running out into the on the outside, and it's pretty low. Should get cleaned up there. They do indeed, and all 4 players from Ares stay alive. There's the red zone coming down though, so hopefully they get themselves into cover. Real soon. Let's jump back over to Georgiopol. I have Sins, another team that I've seen a lot at ILG. They've been with us from quite some time. And same goes with Poo, OD, Ash Gamer, if I'm not mistaken. I believe this is the GE squad from before, right? Yeah, DD Critic, Poo, and Ash Gamer. Yeah, I do remember watching these guys play as well previously, and looked like Georgiopol is love. They're going to continue dropping there. Circle's pretty central, so nobody is going to be too alarmed about that first reveal. Everybody should be able to work their way through to that area without too many hassles. Of course, I'm talking about the squads that don't really have impending doom straight in front of them. couple of players from Nexus are sitting on top of the hill, so they've changed their approach. War. Ikhwan does make his way all the way towards the right hand side. I think he's staying in some TPP from that area, trying to see if he can spot players on top of the hill. Looks like Ghost has given away his position. Nexus have two players who are moving all the way towards the city above. This is a risky move, by the way. War will definitely have eyes in this area. Meanwhile, we jump over to this action happening at the western edge. I see at least a couple of players down from squad number 11, Pooh as well as Critic, and looks like they're gonna get flushed out momentarily. Door opens up. There's no one close by. DD and Ash Gamer are long gone. GTR. Gonna try and scare away the two remaining players. Trying to want them to come in and try and pick a Pooh. Pooh is done and dusted though. You probably already moved back out. Even if you manage to find one knock here, I don't think it's still worth running out into the open. And Rusty Guns does spot out Ash Gamer. It's unfortunately not able to trade a couple of shots towards him and DD. Void do manage to get a team cleanup by the looks of things at a bridge camp happening here. Dear Lord. Or is that a vehicle going by? Yeah, that was a bridge camp vehicle going by. Gets blown up. You see the crates straight up pile up. It's happening with squad number 19. I see 16 driving by. But these guys are 4 strong. But where are the rest of the teammates? Don't say their teammates in and around at all. And deep into the blue, both these squads continue to still hang around, still interested in fighting by the looks of things. Unfortunately, squad 11, the two remaining players, don't have vehicles. And they're going to have to make their way across the hill on foot. They can't, unfortunately, take the straight route down. They're going to have to make their way east. And DD going for a couple of taps there with the 3X on the M16. And he's risking a lot right now, especially since he does not have a first aid, it does not have a med kit. He's literally having to do with just energy drinks and bandages. is the red zone coming in towards Novo, where Nexus as well as War are pretty much in a heated battle, and it does look like Spy gets cleaned up. NG is also knocked, and Ghost, yeah, he spots Ikwan, but it is Rishi who's above him. He takes him out, and there's Nexus down to only AJ with the Car 98. What can he do at this point of time? He's got 4 first aids, so, well, it at least got the healing on his side, but this is pretty rough. Ooh, Samurai! This may be a window of opportunity here if he can maybe find another. Assassin's pushing in as well, and with the smoke going down, Assassin, yeah, he's trying to make his way across, and he's got Assassin, but the shots are coming in from behind, and oh no, AJ goes down to Ikawan, and they should be able to res both players here. They are inside the zone, so no harm, no foul. They're gonna keep all 4 players alive, moving out of Novo at the end. The zone is gonna start to close in, and GTR eventually rotates back out, but there's decent amount of traffic in the direction that they're heading right now. There's squads 23 and 10 also close. Well, let's move on over to some of the squads that we haven't caught up on thus far. One of them is, of course, squad number 23, who's gatekeeping the southwestern part of the edge. They're all prone inside these buildings with the idea of not revealing their position. GTR comes in. There's no vehicle that is spotted from here. Looks like killer though. For a second they were looking at Champ's crosshair. I thought for a fact he might have spotted maybe a pixel of killer. But right now, just checking the windows to see if he can spot anyone out. His level 2 helmet is taken quite a hard beating, in fact. Smile Suhaib is pretty much at the edge, and Priest and his teammates are in a pretty decent position. Aries peeking towards that corner to see if he can maybe get a couple of shots off with that SKS. Let's see scope he's got on the SKS. He's got himself a 6x, not too bad. Squad 23 versus 21. This is something I'm more interested in though. RPK versus, I believe that is GTR that's on top of the hill. GTR has spent a lot of time, in fact, checking that compound down. Not sure if they heard some gunshots which prompted them to come and investigate things out in a little more detail there. But whatever it is, I'm going to try and catch up with the drop and see what's inside. M249, ghillie suit as well. And no one's really center circle right now. We have squads trying to make their way into the zone. There's a couple of swimmers as well by the looks of things. T69, first man in. King Aries OP as starting a breach in towards the compound, currently being held by Alt, and a shot from the opposite roof from Assassin might give an opening here. Apollo's also going to join in. It's a decent amount of time that they have to spend going for the res one. A couple of resources down as well. They're going to try the nades in to see if they can probably get a second flush out. Yeah, that nade connects. No, actually it doesn't. Thought for a fact that the timing was everything, but it does. It does indeed. It does go off a little bit late, but it's job done. Apollo. Also, Abhi's gonna vault through, and that's gonna get Apollo. Aries outside is also down, and that's gonna be INS squad wiped. Alt only gonna get a couple of knocks in return, and they should pretty much be fully functioning back up real soon. 14 more squads alive as we make our way towards the final stages of this qualify game. So viewers are tuning in. This is ILG Cup Season 3 PUBG Mobile Minor, and We have 8 qualifier rounds, top 4 from each qualifier round making it through to the semi-finals. Top 16, top 8 from each of the semi-finals making their way through to the finals, and top 2 from the finals make their way through to the online playoffs that will happen in January. We are done. We have a total of about 16 qualifiers. We are done with 13. This is the 14th one. We will have 2 more qualifiers after this. December is pretty much break time. And then we will proceed with the online playoffs in January, followed by the finale in Feb. So there's a long route down. Timings for semi-finals tomorrow. Semi-finals will happen at... It'll start at 6 p.m. The first match. Lobby details should be out by about 5:40, 5:45, and the game itself should go live by around 6. So 6 to 8 semi-final 1. Not even 6 to 8. We're gonna go faster. It's gonna be probably 6 to 7:30. Is gonna be the first semi-final, followed by I think somewhere about 7:45 to 9 for semi-final number 2. Hold that thought. Let's see what's the action happening around the map. It's a little bit silent there, but it looks like Void is getting some work done as they move their way in towards the zone. Badass is spotted peeking out. Lucifer is a little late on the trigger, and Badass is able to get to cover. He's gonna spend an extra second contemplating whether he should be pulling the trigger or not, and that's gonna maybe give an opportunity for T69 to get the jump here. Actually, another fight on the side. Squad 7, boom, is getting picked up there. Balu, who's slowly crawling up, but the nade's good, and that's gonna leave Kawaiti alone at the back. Balu should be able to crawl back to him. Actually, not as much, especially with squad number 7 pushing through there. There's the cross. Cow forces to the fight. He wins the fight versus Maya, and he's got 3 more players heading his way. His teammates are all flushed out. And with 12 more squads remaining, this is pretty much curtains for squad number 19, unless he can somehow take this 1v4, which is going to be the case soon as they pick up Mayank. Kawaiti, yeah, is just one stray bullet away from going down now. T69 know that if they do hard commit to this and Kawaiti gets the knock, he is 100% going to go for the thirst, and that is going to reduce the chances for T69 themselves, which is why you see them take things a little more safer here. Meanwhile, Lucifer and Hitman pick up a straggler by the looks of things. It's only the solo kill. Last hope, yeah, he has eyes on that one. Atlas! With the zone pushing in, I think priorities to straight up move in. Just let this fight by, but is that gonna be the case? Nah. Atlas is gonna have to stop that vehicle as soon as it catches flames. And Alt is getting pretty much pounded pretty hard here. Ghost OP just about makes his way into the zone. He's got some heals to pop. Atlas is going nowhere with that vehicle. Half a spray and he is gonna get cleaned up. Squad 24. What? They come in hot. Oh my God, they've lost one of the players. Lone is gone as well. Oi, oi, oi. What on earth was that? Anywho, Ghost maybe has an angle here. Since 3 players staring down, but they're all pretty much in a line. A good opportunity for a single spray down. That nade barely crossed across. Gets taken out of play, and now Exo straight up with the fight. The trade comes through badass with the M249 takes him out. Players down on Void, but that has just taken a lot of damage from the blue. He needs to move in. Exo is probably going to end up dying to the zone itself. Mayank's in position as well, but the reses have come through. Looks like Arrow's going to end up getting picked up as well. And Void somehow still continue to survive through the end of it all. And as I say that, Devil OP. Yeah, 3 players staring down at him as Badass and Exo up in the front lines. He's gonna clean them all up. Lines them all up through the smoke as well. Takes down 2, and 69 managed to hold on to dear life. That's down to 5 squads now. Squad 11 still hanging in with that 1 solo player. Sins down to 2, but Arrows, I believe, knocked. Yeah, so level 3 West does end up going down, and Augie he especially can't stand up knowing that Squad 7 has 4 members ahead. He's gonna have to leave his teammate behind. Squad 7, at least for now, they are preoccupied getting into the zone, taking fights against Squad 20, and that gives a small window for Augie to move in. Never mind. Didi does eventually get taken down, and it's down to Watsal. Watsal's going for the res on the far side. He's in fact, nope. He's going to stop the res, and he's spotted. Yikes. It's down to Parth. Parth alone in a 1v4, and yeah, this pretty much became impossible. Now they have the 1 kill only. That's to sneak their way into the final zone. And getting a chicken dinner here would be massive. He gets the flush out on the 1, and he's got tag low. Where is it? The 1 first aid only available. That West is pounded, done. Can he win the fight versus X? So he will. But there's Mayank there as well. He's exposed. He's just gonna be able to barely survive. Pre-fires. He needs the pre-fire. Mayank? He does. Got Mayank. He can swim from it. There it is. It's done. Oh my lord. He's made it happen. And now Devil OP is coming through. He just needs 1 more. Just 1 more. He's going to go for the bandages. Nades across Molotov. He's going to force him into the opening. Spotted him out. He's going for straight. Now Devil OP wins it. That would have been such an upset if Parth could have pulled that off. He got the 2 knocks, no kills secured. So T69 will take the chicken dinner. And what's that? 17 kills. Oh my lord. 2 kills on Parth Revenge Watsal for second position. 4 kills on to ILG. Sins finish up with 1 kill in 4th position, but 8 kills on GTR and 13 kills on Void. Both these guys are gonna catapult up into those 2 qualifier positions. I think Team Sins have just not done enough here to qualify despite finishing 4th at the end. Big shout out to all the viewers that are tuning in. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. We're not done just yet. We have one more game coming your way. We'll take a quick break and we will be back shortly with Group H.
walk in the room is still, and you can't see nobody else. I'm not the only one who feels the switch inside my body change. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. When we go out, we don't get far, 'cause everybody knows your name. They stop to ask you how you are, but now our dinner plans run late, and I know your mother raised you right, so I don't wanna make you rush. And now and then can't help but wish this life was just the two of us. Oh, I just want you to myself. 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 You called to say that you will make it over to my place tonight. The office got you working late, and when you're off, you'll be too tired. I don't wanna make a scene. You're just so good at what you do. It's selfish of me to think that I'm the only dream for you. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself.
sunshine and not a lot of rain. A whole lot of happy and not a single tear on my face. Pockets overflowing with what I need today. Doesn't mean that it's easy, and it isn't always great, but it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Isn't perfect, the road ain't always straight. It gets a little crazy, and you know sometimes we need a break. But it's better than it could be. It should be. Taking what we're given, we can't complain, 'cause it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. It's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, sometimes it's gonna rain, but I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a perfect picture, mister. You know that's true. But it ain't about what you say, it's about what you do.
Good. Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good.
Life is going like it should.
Life is going. Life is going
Yeah,
like it
it's
should.
all good. It's all good. When you know where to look,
Gotta know, gotta know, gotta
it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Good. It's all good. Life is going like it should.
Life is going like it
It's
should.
all good.
Welcome back, everybody, to the final game of the day, ILG Cup Season 3, PUBG Mobile Minor number 14. And this is the final game of day 2, the final qualifier round. And we already have action breaking out. CSPG Matt. Oh, wow. The zones moved all the way towards the western edge, and we have a gazillion teams all dropping right next to each other. PSY has already lost Skrillex. They spotted Deagle. It is indeed Deagle with the hollow. On to Roger, but having lost a player early, I think Sai is going to hit the brakes and take things a lot slower, but they've got Zeno all the way on the other side for the hit. Molly OP, if he does go for the ledge grab and on top of the house, he's going to get a clean side angle onto Zeno and the jump. But as of now, there seems to be no intent of this just yet. Let's look at the zone and where the teams are spread. The western edge has a lot of squads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 squad, 10 squads. If you count in the 2 squads at Nova as well. Roger continues to keep Dumbo pinned in, but the nades will eventually force Dumbo out. And Roger, level 1 vest, level 1 helmet, level 1 backpack. He's only got the micro Uzi. It's pretty hard to hit from this range. Not the best of weapons to spray, and Dumbo gonna show himself, and Sai gives away his position straight up. Dumbo's playing the smart. He's keeping Roger interested while there is backup arriving behind him. And Venom gets the jump. Rest of Siba is on the other side, and this is gonna be Dumbo isolated and thirsted down. Actually, maybe not. Zeno has pushed up for the cleanup there. Yup, there were 2 people inside the garage. This is gonna be the first squad out of the server. A classic case of hunter becoming the hunted there. East or West Skulls is the best. I'm guessing that's squad number 5. Where are they right now? They're at the western edge of the map. Let's have a look at them. I've been pretty alone here, so they've got good loot to work with. Let's go back to the action at Yasnaya. Looks like squad number 24. RV will eventually try and break the defensive hold, or maybe just pick up the vehicle and leave. Buggy is available. They're going to look for one more vehicle before they make their move across. But one of the players from squad 16 has come dangerously close. I see Leo, who's tracking the movements of squad RV. And they themselves have already lost one player in Sensei. Seems like there is a change up in the squad itself for number 16. I remember Sensei and Leo having played previously together. I'm not really sure about the other two. So there might have been a roster shuffle of sorts. CSPG. Another squad to have made it to the finals the last time. Right, RV seems to have found themselves a knock, I believe, onto squad number 17. Super long range. We have Warhawk at the edge of the compound. So long range duel, but I don't see too many snipers on squad 24 to take this battle. Warhawk. Okay, he does have himself a DMR in the mini. Bad Boy's got none. Agori also not the best of long range weaponry, so it seems like Warhawk's the only one who's got some sort of range DPS. Let's get the drop come by. What is inside? It's a M249 with the 4X, but this is deep into the water. Not very close to the edge there. In fact, maybe towards, if you're coming from Kameshki, you might just be able to make a short deviation to pick that up, but as of now, it's got decent amount of water, 20% of water in this zone. That is going to make things a little bit tight for the squads that are making their way into the zone. They've not got too much space to maneuver around. Squad number 16, Team Bioshadow, is at the western edge of the zone. Keeping tabs on 32 stitches. It is making their way across, and Bioshadow, I think he's missed that vehicle coming by. It is going to drive by right up next to him. And there is shots being fired at him as well. And both of them do trade very hard. Shadow going down to about 20% health, while one of the players on 32 stitches, GS17, almost gets knocked. But it's still 18 squads in the server. Squad number 5, that was at the eastern, the western edge rather, makes its way towards the eastern edge. And they are being pressured here by CSPG Matt. Lots of Skull supporters in chat as well. Well, looks like these guys are going to be under pressure real soon here from CSP. Matt moves up and let's see if we do see a push above. He's moved straight into enemy territory. He's thinking about making the push, maybe yes, maybe not. Not sure what the idea there is. Waiting for his team to come in for the assault, and the nade is on point as they push up their two players inside. One of them is knocked. Is he gonna give up or is he gonna fight? He's gonna continue fighting this. Matt does get knocked and stealth also goes down. Oh my god. Two more players inside. They bring around the Rosie. Yeah, they will eventually pick up. They flush him out and looks like Sagar is just a matter of time before he gets cleaned up as well. They're rezzing players right in front of him. Don. He's come in. He sees the player here. Kunal. Is he going to push through? I think he's just going to wait for players to pop out. Getting ready with the need. Nope. I don't think need's the right way to go. We're going to try and bounce it into the room. And not bad. He's still gotten stealth. He gets the flush out. He's going to peek back out. He's going to get one answer. The two players just straight up get melted. They line up. And the last player coming through here. One more bullet. But Matt, oh my lord, clutches it out for CSPG. They stayed 3 strong. They should be able to get the reses out. Unfortunate there for Skulls. They move out in position number 18. And with that, we have squads again pretty well spread out. AWM. Squad number 20. Slowly making their way in here. I haven't gone for the drop yet. I think that's they just want to cover their basics, check out the squad house, ensure that this is not a bait play. And the zone coming through. Let's see if it's going to move towards the eastern or western edge. It's going to go southern. And most squads are going to be happy with this. You can see that big clutter is going to be already inside the zone. A drop coming down center circle. What is this one having? It has the Groza and the backpack as well. Crawlers are, by the way, also in the server. Someone we haven't seen this time around just yet in this match, but we're going to jump straight to 32 stitches, as they've already cleaned up on a couple of players from team BTW. And Monk is going to attempt the res. GS17 going for the jump spot. Doesn't see anyone at, and Aries Carnage, yeah, he's not going to be able to get there in time. Carnage bows out, so this eventually becomes a 2v2. Bad boy. Fighting against Sai. CSPG, Sai and Crawlers are all about a good 500 meters apart. There's barely any distance between them, and there's going to be a big chance of third parties coming into play as well. You try and peek through one of these buildings, through one of those windows, and next thing you know, someone from afar has got their scopes on you, and bait here, heroic and infamous, trying to flush them out with the nades, but Crawlers just kind of fishing right now to see if they can find anything, which might not be the case here up at the western edge at Lipovka, I believe. His squad number 12 is getting gate kept by EXP rather. Backs against the zone. Squad 21 actually makes their way out, and Mango is gonna get knocked by Salazar, and that may be an opportunity to get out himself here. He's got no backup. And Salazar makes his way out of there. Let's move back over to squad number 9. And what's happening with Skeleton? Couple of knocks. There is Zax also moving in to try and thirst the players down. 2 players down in the open. Third player already gone down. Sehaj is pretty much the last man up for Axe. And this is it. He's gonna have to get some magical sprays and try and keep his team alive here. Spots the player inside, and Major does end up peeking for a little too long, and ooh, Skeleton also goes down, and Sehaj is making this happen. He's isolating these fights, and he spots out DXC as well. Anj, can he get him? Nope. That's the big kill. That would have been the big kill, because Zax is also going to make his way inside. And they will have both the reses out, and Sehaj will have nowhere to go at that point of time. EXP Salazar finds himself, I believe, one of the players from squad number 15. Wow. I do believe there's a girl squad that's playing here. PR Scarlet Fireball as well as Catwoman. Salazar in the blue, leaving it a tad bit too late. They have their eyes on Beerus as well. Hard pinned in with not too many places to go. And Simple, ooh, the push out. A risky play with no utility at all, but Simple's just going to keep moving. Spots Pia, but Scarlet through the edge of the smoke is going to ensure that Simple goes down here. It's going to try and crawl back to Beerus, but... Wait a second, are they actually going to let this happen? They're going to work with the nades. There's only one player. You should be peeking that out. Nades good, but they've got the reses out. There's the push. Don't think there's time enough to heal back up as well. And Pia cleans house. So with that, we're down to the top 13 squads. That number is going to shrink very soon as well. The teams all around... taking fights after fights. CSPG in some trouble. RV's down to the last player as well. Is sitting inside the warehouse. And CG. The charge across Warrock. Bye-bye. It was a pretty risky decision there, but... gonna try and make that happen. Snipe is down, and Matt's also here out in the open. Infamous. It's gonna be able to keep this, and decent damage done onto Matt as well. Repeat back out. This is just gonna get third partied by Shadow though. Shadow on the far side there. Here's the shots. Decides to pick up. Yes, why? Making the move across, and Micro easy 1-for-1 trade, but it's Zebra's turn this time to get rezzed back up, and King will continue to survive. 8 teams in the circle. Squad number 20. Not spotted Ash. Hello? There we go. He finally sees Ash. And there's DXC as well. Trying to make the way out. Skeleton finds himself a knock. Tap, 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 tap. I think one bullet lands there onto Major. Rip squads though in some trouble now. They're in top of this hill, and there's going to be a lot of squads that will look at this direction unless they want to drop and go back down. Vehicle's not an option. How do you work your way out of this situation? Nades across squad number 22. They walk into Shadow and they all get slaughtered. All 4 kills go in the way of BYO. 7 kills secured, but now he decides to fight on. No. Goes down, and now his fate is not in his hands. If he had survived that somehow, and made it to like top 4, top 3 situation, that would have 100% been slot secured. But as things stand, it still looks pretty tricky. Razor gonna drop down. Keeping my eyes on BWR. Just sitting there inside the building. Sooner or later gonna get into trouble. Zax DXC. It does have his teammate above, Skeleton, but Skeleton is just so far away to try and make it across to get the res. 10 more players only in the server. The final qualifier round for Group H of minor number 14. We'll be back again tomorrow with the semi-finals after the matches today, and then the finals back on Thursday. And Ignite comes through. Nades on the ready. Yeah, that nade should do the job. He finds one, and we're down to the top 4. Crawlers have 2 players, a pro as well as a CG. And look at the zone push by. Skeletons also out. And Crawlers, pretty straightforward, easy when they're 12 kills, chicken dinner. 3 kills to BWR, 6 kills to RIP, 8 kills to Skeleton, and Team DXC. CSPG has 7 kills. Don't think it's enough. It's to take them through 7 kills onto BYO in 6th as well. Not good enough. As we have our final 4 squads making their way through to the semi-finals tomorrow. Big shout out to all the sponsors. Title sponsor Alienware, powered by Logitech G, associate sponsors Next Year Multimedia and Kaspersky, GP partner Galax, engineering partner Monster Energy. Thank you so much for all the people who tuned in. I will see you folks tomorrow at 6 p.m. Until then, goodbye and good night.
When you walk in the room, it's still, and you can't see nobody else. I'm not the only one who feels that switch inside my body change. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. When we go out, we don't get far, 'cause everybody knows your name. They stop to ask you how you are, but now our dinner plans run late, and I know your mother raised you right, so I don't wanna make you rush. And now and then can't help but wish this life was just the two of us. Oh, I just want you to myself. 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 You call to say that you will make it over to my place tonight. The office got you working late, and when you're off, you'll be too tired. I don't wanna make a scene. You're just so good at what you do. It's selfish of me to think that I'm the only dream for you. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself.
of sunshine and not a lot of rain. A whole lot of happy and not a single tear on my face. Pockets overflowing with what I need today. Doesn't mean that it's easy, and it isn't always great, but it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. The picture isn't perfect, the road ain't always straight. It gets a little crazy, and you know sometimes we need a break. But it's better than it could be. It should be. Taking what we're given, we can't complain, 'cause it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, sometimes it's gonna rain, but I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a perfect picture, mister. You know that's true. But it ain't about what you say, it's about what you do.
Good. Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good.
Life is going like it should.
Life is going
Yeah,
like it
it's all
should.
good. It's all good. When you know